Albert Camus had generational Rizz. If you're going to take notes from someone, it's this guy. Let's just put aside the fact that he's French. Tip numero uno. That's number one. Tip number one, shoot people. First tip is to ensure you don't idolize a girl or a guy. It is Pride Month. And it comes from The Stranger, where the protagonist shot someone because he was feeling too warm. The protagonist is very emotionally detached. He can't remember if his mum died yesterday or the day before. And this applies to the game because if you try to remove emotion from, I don't know, just trying to court some ladies, then you won't construct these narratives about how you both have the same favourite colour, so she's definitely the one. And instead your perceptions of people will be grounded in reality. And it'll be easier to know whether someone's worth pursuing or if they're just not for you. Tip number 2, EYP. You're never going to enjoy the presence of another human being if you're not entirely in that moment. If you're preoccupied with how long till you have to go or when you're next seeing this person, you're not going to be an engaging, charismatic person. Tip number 3, skinny dipping. You have to DM every girl you know that's not super closely related to you, asking to go skinny dipping. No, that's not actually the tip. So if you believe that there's no meaning behind doing anything, it's very easy to turn into a bum. Just boring, only doing instantly gratifying stuff like road TikTok and gooning. And literally, what you got to talk about at that point? Like, you're just a boring guy. In Camus' short story, A Guide to Small Towns Without Past, it's just about this guy who goes skinny dipping and eats a bunch of fruits on this island. My interpretation of that is, so if you don't believe there's no reason to doing anything, you can do so much cooler shit than like watch TikTok. So it's literally just do whatever floats your boat, G. Sports, theatre, music, whatever makes you feel alive and not emotionally numb. Furthermore, in doing this, you'll probably come across some like fine theatre shite. I mean, that's what I did. So tip number 4, players aren't cool. So this tip is about basic respect to humans. Camus in The Plague uses the example of a plague to illustrate how your actions impact other people. So in this example, if you're running about town, you might pass on the plague, you might die from the plague, and that would affect your family. So freedom is not recklessness and irresponsibility. So this doesn't matter whether you love someone or not, it's about human beings deserving respect. But just being honest and kind to a girl is vital. That being said, Camus did cheat on both his wives. So, anywho, so tip number 5, there is no the one. So Camus would have thought that people aren't meant to be together. There isn't fate. There isn't a greater force that's drawing you to another person. That's a good thing because you're actually choosing to be with that person specifically. The lesson to take from this is that as there's no one person for you, it's, according to Camus, there's not one person you have to fight for and just take any kind of disrespect or go through loads of suffering because she's the one. Like, you'll choose the person who is right for you, that isn't. So, as such, if Shorty is not feeling you, her loss, chin up. Move on, bro. She ain't the one.